Okay, so I want to get my thoughts down before I have to get ready for work. So, Back for Blood, is it good? Is it bad? Is it like Left 4 Dead? Well, let me answer your questions. No, it's not bad, but it does need some improvements. And no, it's not like Left 4 Dead per se. Now, it's like Left 4 Dead to a certain extent, being that I'm gonna easily break it down for you. In Left 4 Dead, you have the ability to shove zombies off in a large radius, where in Back 4 Blood you don't have that ability. You punch zombies, which, again, I kind of can say it's not bad, but that needs to be changed. Like, it's not the smartest thing to do, because in a zombie apocalypse, you punch a zombie in the face, you're losing your limbs. Now, in Left 4 Dead, you shove them with, like, the butt of the gun, which is a smart thing to do, because you're pistol whipping them, or rifle whipping them, shotgun whipping, whichever weapon you hold in your hands. It's smart to push them off you in the radius. Another thing that's important to note is simply how they go about the campaign. Now, the campaign, you use a card system in Back 4 Blood. Now, it's not bad, but I get the argument that most people just want to do the classic run and gun, you know, not having to be restrictive with their certain moves and motions, where basically you have to play like a sweaty player, like a pro player who played Back 4 Blood for like 5 years, just to be able to go through a room or to really do anything without getting owned so fast. Where the game is trying to teach you consequence, where when it came to Left 4 Dead, you have consequence, but it's easy to avoid. Like, there are precautions and, you know, punishments for doing such things. Like, for example, shooting a car. Shooting a car summons the horde, which it does the same thing in Back 4 Blood, but in a bigger difference. You know, it'll usually be like one car. Sometimes it would be two. But at the very least, they're not sitting there back to back like the birds. Now, again, this is not a complaint, this is not a rant. This is me specifically talking about what's different. And I don't want to be like that guy who sits there and complains about games all day and never plays them, never shows any gameplay either. Those people should literally be starving. Those guys need to starve. Because really, that's not cool. Because that's like me coming in here and be like, yeah, the new Call of Duty sucked, and just don't show no gameplay of it. Or really elaborate further onto the reason of why. Like, oh, yeah, this company, you know, you want this game because this and that. Like, I don't want to say why you should buy this game or why you shouldn't. It's up to you. It's your opinion. But as by the major downsides, I will say for the game, simply, it's the fact that the difficulties are kind of too strong. Like, you go on normal and it feels like you're playing on hardened, because every single time you die, you waste a continue, which I don't get why there's a continue system. But all I can say, what really needs to be changed in order to make this game better is add a mode called Classic Run, where you don't have to equip all this extra bullshit or, you know, cards or weapons or selecting specific characters just to have fun. Another thing that I kind of want to add, which it's not a negative thing, but it's a note. So the good thing I like about Back 4 Blood that's kind of like, you know, a way to pay homage to that of Left 4 Dead is being that each character has their own type of unique dialogue between other characters, which is expanded upon compared to Left 4 Dead. Where Left 4 Dead is always 4 characters, they usually say track 1 or track 2. In this game there are plenty of different things that can be said between different individuals, which I like that. I like that idea, because that's different experience each and every time. And that also takes care of the problem, which is people who sit there and be like, where's the lore? Where's the story? There you go! You have a little story for your characters as you pick them and you play with them. Another thing I will say that it's not something that it's essentially needed, but it's a small thing that should be brought up, and that is the cosmetics. There should be costumes for the character. Like, you should be able to wear different costumes, you know? Like, for Holly, it should be, you know, like a fall outfit. Or if I wanted to play Walker, he should dress up like a soldier. You know what I'm saying? Like that. That would be an interesting addition to the game, and it also gives you a reason to have microtransactions. Not some stupid reason like, oh yeah, you want these cards? You gotta spend money on the cards to get the cards, sucker. No. That's not how the game should be working. That's not how it should be displayed. You know, it's poor sportsmanship to the devs. Now, in all honesty, I want the devs to be able to make this game work, but I feel like when this game was being announced, it was a make or break situation, being that their very last game that they worked on before this game was Evolve, and Evolve didn't do too well. Now, I don't blame them for Evolve. The main problem was the microtransactions. Some parts of the story didn't feel that great. And basically, the game, honestly, my personal opinion, because I played it, it didn't feel fun. Back 4 Blood is fun. It's just the major issue is playing with like random people who don't pay attention or work with you because they're not used to playing co-op shooters. Because any co-op shooter will punish you for not having a good display of teamwork. You know, tactical play, co-op, good comms, that sort of deal. And the very last thing I want to touch upon is how when you play Back 4 Blood, the game itself doesn't have survival mode. Now, there is multiplayer, and I like the way how they did the multiplayer, but I don't get why there's no survival mode. The game would be perfect for survival mode now. But I guess the devs have their own plans, their own little tricks up their sleeve. Overall, I would still play this game, without a doubt. I mean, I still pay for my Game Pass, like, if that was the main build, if I have to. I have the Game Pass, I'm gonna check it out, and I'm gonna have fun playing it. That's all there is to it. Well, I just wanted to get my thoughts on paper. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.